Hello everyone, it's me, Rachel. I did say that I was going to do my life stories last week, which I'm going to do. Right, I was born in 1981. I was I, I was lived in so many places when I was growing up. I was little. My parents, my dad and my mum split up when I was at the age of 10, I think. And I was with my dad, staying with my dad over the weekends. My brother was living with my mum at the weekends, but go to school every day, and then my dad got custody of me and my brother, and so on and so forth. You know, the picture goes on. As the times went by, I said to myself, this ain't me. This ain't me. This is not the person I want to be. So, when I was living on my own, started when I was 27. I felt good. I looked in the mirror every day and I thought, who is this person? It can't be me. It was a different me. And it kept on and on and on. I feel more good in myself than I do now. But it's really hard for me to go anywhere at the moment, because I'm like in a bubble. I can't be somewhere. But as I was getting older, I was saying to myself, I don't want to be a man. I want to become a woman. It was harder for me when I was thinking about it. When I was working, I totally forgot all about it. I was working long hours, everything, all during the time period. I was living with my nan and my granddad at the time. I couldn't do it when I was at my nan and my granddad's. It was harder for me, because I didn't want to see I didn't want my nan and my granddad to see me like this now. So I decided, right, I'll keep it under wraps, because that's when me and my brother were young. We were living with my grandparents at the time, but my dad was having us at the weekends, and I couldn't tell my dad. This is the only thing I could not tell my dad. I couldn't even tell my mum about it. It was harder for me to tell my own mother and my own father when I was young. Yeah, I used to have long hair in those days. I used to have a whole set of hair, but as times go on, like I say, yeah, as I say, the older you get, you probably lose your hair during during all the stress and everything else. I haven't got that much hair left. This is why I wear this. Not at work, but to cover the man side of me. I can't even, at the moment during that period when I was young, I didn't know who I was every single day. I used to wake up in the morning and I'm like going, is this me? I didn't feel like me. I was so, how can I say it? I was so ashamed of my other self. I used to get picked on every single time when I was at school. I didn't tell no one. I bottled everything up. Who I was and all that lot. I was so ashamed of it. I didn't know where to turn. I couldn't even tell my teachers. I couldn't even tell my friends. I couldn't even tell my teachers and my friends. Sorry about that. It was so hard. I was like saying to myself, why? You know. I actually said to myself, sod this, right? Wait till the years have gone by. As I went from school to college. I couldn't even tell the people up at college when I was in college. It was so hard for me. I thought, if I tell my friends up at college, if I tell everybody else, I'll get laughed at. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't tell them, this is me. I don't want to be who I am now. Right? But as time went on, I lost contact with all my school friends. I lost contact with my college friends. I mean, I went back to college to do car mechanics. And it was harder for me then. I was getting picked on up when I was doing car mechanics at the same time. And I thought to myself, if this keeps on, I'm going. It kept on. I said, I'll give it another time. I'll give it another year. They kept it going and going and going. I thought, right, that is it. I can't put up with it no more. And I went up to one of them and I said, look, go away. I'm not here no more. Pester me anymore, then you're in trouble. It was harder for me. I walked off. Then I lived on my own. Then I thought, right, give it a couple of years. I'll see what it's like. So I started to dress slowly. And then I went, this is different. I looked myself in the mirror and I went, wow, who is this? Took everything off. Went, ugly sod. Put everything back on. Wow, again, different person. As you can see today. Right, as you can see right now, I'm a different person. I'm more calm, more relaxed, as I am like this. But when I'm at work, it's hard. Because I can't I'm working, I'm in different jobs. I used to do it I used to come home from work, I used to dress all the time. Nobody knew. If I had a day off, I was just going to London. Nobody knew. I was a quiet person. But now, I'm the amount of jobs I've had, and then I had a job in 2000. I had a job, worked in the Hilton Hotel for a year. My contract ended, so I went, right, okay. So I couldn't do it because I didn't have the money. I was signing on and that, at the time, and it was harder for me because I was signing on. And then I went, right, I've got to get myself a job. I found a job in the rugby club. I worked in the rugby club. I was earning the money. I was getting it paid weekly, and I thought, right, that's good. I can get, because I moved out of one place into another place, and I can, you know, keep on top of things. But it was hard. I couldn't do it because of because of the situation though, because I was forking out for the rent and buying some stuff at the same time. I was buying food in. I couldn't even, you know, do that. It was harder for me. Then as I was working at rugby club, I found out that the person I was with, the girl, she burnt my stuff. That day I had to come home from work and all my stuff was burnt to a crisp. I had to claim the insurance on my stuff, which I got back. But then after that I went back to doing it again. I had a dumper. I said, right, that's it, you're done that. Then I had another partner about 2 years down after that. Went with her, got engaged. She didn't know nothing about it, so I kept that under wraps. Then I went back to I had a job in 2007 working in a kitchen for about 2.5 years. I think it was, yeah, 2.5 years. I had to give that up because of my back. I couldn't do it anymore because my back was seizing up, and plus it locked every time. And it was that bad, I actually locked my back. I couldn't even get up out of bed for nearly about 2 months. No, nearly 3 months. I had to get out one day to go to the doctors about it, and they said you need to keep moving your back and everything else. I moved my back and that. I had to get out. I had to keep my back moving. I went in on Mother's Day. My managers told me about it, and I said, look, I'm not being funny, like, I'll get my doctor on the phone and you will see what my doctor says. My doctor told them he had to move his back all the time. Fair enough. I was moving from one place to another, but now I'm settled where I am. I moved in with my parents in 2009, stayed with them. We moved back into I was over in West Sussex for 2.5 years. We came back, and then after that things started to turn round. There was a lot of trouble going on. I was working. I was paying my way. It was hard. I mean, it was harder for me. Now I'm working where I am now, but they're still taking the mick out of me. But that's understandable. I've got my own place. Like, as you can see, I told you on my last cam that I'm doing this in my room, right? So there's other bits to it anyway, to this story. But I am going to have to leave you. Love you and leave you all. I'm going to say good morning, good night, good afternoon, good evening, whatever country you are, right? But please remember, Friday I am going to be doing an interview with 2 special guests. Alright, there'll be another live story tomorrow and Wednesday and Thursday. Okay, gotta love you, leave you, bye bye, sayonara, do that.